Our next guest is a self-made global entrepreneur. Trisha Bailey started from humble beginnings in rural Jamaica and has amassed a net worth of nearly $1 billion. She turned a small medical supply business into an empire that includes 46 pharmacies across the U.S. And she has ownership stakes in 3 NBA teams. Her new memoir is Unbroken, the triumphant story of a woman's journey. She writes about overcoming sexual abuse and domestic violence along the way to becoming who she is now. Trisha Bailey, good morning.
Thank you. Good morning.
So let's start after college. You became a stockbroker. And you write that hard work and dedication did not go unnoticed. How did that job put you on the path to where you are today?
Well, it built my foundation of financial literacy. I already had the discipline from my childhood. So being a stockbroker, I was able to build my company within the organization of Solomon Smith Barney, which is Dean Wither now. So having that financial literacy embarked me into an amazing trajectory because I was able to invest the money that I have saved.
Now, entrepreneurship doesn't come easy, especially as a woman of color. Did you recognize those obstacles right away, and how did that impact you?
Yes. In every stage of entrepreneurship, there's hardship. And at the start is the greatest hardship. So because I had the discipline, I was working 20 hours a day. I was giving it everything I had.
Yeah.
Because I knew that's the only way that I would actually truly be successful in becoming a successful entrepreneur. So the financial literacy in touch with the work discipline launched me to where I am today.
Yeah, and by 30, you started your own medical equipment and supply company. And you write about almost this light bulb moment. When was that moment where you realized, you know what, I need to go off on my own?
Well, I had an experience with a manager, and I was promoted and given all the accolades in the company that you can have. And when I got to the promotion in California, he did not interview me, so he didn't know I was black. And when I got there, he said, I didn't know you were black. And I said, yeah, didn't think anything of it. And he started disapproving all the things that he previously approved.
Wow.
And at that moment, I said, I need to do my own thing. I have all these degrees. Why am I working for someone?
Yeah. Now, let's walk it back to some of your earlier days. There's some trauma that has happened in your life.
Yeah.
You talk about abuse as a child and even in some of your relationships. What was it like going through that at that time?
I had to create my own yes. I had to create my own path because...
What do you mean by that, create my own yes?
Create my own yes. I had to strategize how to get away from my home because my home was the most unsafe place for me. So as a child walking home from school, I would cry because I didn't want to be home because my stepfather was the monster that was lurking and waiting. So I had to figure out how to get away and not be home. And so as a result, I started doing sports so I could be away from the house as much as I possibly can. And it's the thing that started, it was my first level of success was in track and field.
And that was almost an outlet for you. You know, I don't want to spend too much time on those dark moments, but you reached out to your mom and you didn't get the type of validation or the ear or the shoulder to cry on that you wanted. How did that shape the parent that you are?
Well, I saw what I will never become. And I wanted to be able to be there for my children. I have 5 of them. And I wanted to be able to support them in all dimensions of their lives, to give them the love and the care and the guidance and the structure that they needed to be successful individual. And I can happily say I am an amazing mom.
Yeah, you definitely are, and there's the babies right there. You know, as you navigated through all of these experiences, you have also talked about mental health struggles and even thoughts of suicide and how therapy has helped you. You're an advocate of therapy.
I am a huge advocate
Why?
of therapy because it has changed my life. Finally, I'm able to see the entire light in the room versus one speck of a light. So I went through what's called EMDR therapy. I did 10 years of talk therapy, it worked. And then EMDR therapy was really the caveat that really helped me to release the burden off my shoulder and to be able to share my story in the book with the world so that I can help the world heal as well.
Yeah, there is healing in this book, and we have to get going. But one bit of advice to soon-to-be entrepreneurs that are scared to take that leap.
I would say be disciplined and structured in the things that you're doing. Make sure you understand financial literacy so that you can embark on the world and this journey. And your first employee should be a salesperson.
There you go. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you. Trisha Bailey. Unbroken is available now on Amazon. And if you are someone you know is experiencing a mental health crisis, you can get help from the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline by calling or texting 988. The Lifeline is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.